Hey, it's David. Haven't made a video in a while. I'm here on Putnam Pond in the Pharaoh Lake Wilderness Area. I'm in a brand new Hornbeck Classic 12. I just paddled across the windswept lake. It was a hustle, but I finally made it into the cove and the winds have died down. I'm pretty close to the connector. I cut off some of the pathway. I'm heading towards Grizzle Pond. So I think I have maybe a mile once I get on land to get to Grizzle, and I'm thinking I'll stay there. If not, I'll make my way towards Treadway and towards Rock Pond as well on this trip. But that's the plan. Head over to Grizzle and make a little loop around Putnam. First portage. This boat, this Classic 12, is about 22 pounds. So quite easy compared to my Mad River Explorer I'm usually out on. The wind made it difficult to cross Putnam Pond, but it sure is wonderful out here on the trail with the breeze. Sure, it's keeping the bugs down. I took a trip about 3 weeks ago and just got swarmed. 3 nights attacked. Mostly a very mellow portage trail here, heading over to Grizzle. That's good because I don't have all my gear dialed in with this new setup yet. Got to figure out how to properly attach the fishing poles and the paddle and my life jacket, and I brought a big net. So trying not to have everything hanging and dangling. You can hear it shaking a little bit. Definitely need to turn these fishing poles around. I shouldn't have hooks near my face. That's not too smart. There is a lean-to here. I could sleep in that lean-to, but I've got a nice setup I want to share with you so I can show you some of the modern gear that I use. So I've got a hammock under this tarp. It's a War Bonnet tarp, and then there's a War Bonnet brand hammock, and there's a quilt that goes under the hammock called an underquilt, and then there's a quilt in the hammock called the top quilt, which is like a blanket. It's very similar to a sleeping bag, but you don't get inside it. It just acts as a blanket, but it's that same puffed up material. So that's just a wonderful, comfortable setup. Also got a nice boat. This is a Hornbeck Classic boat. It's a solo canoe. Little beak. No, I don't want that. Little beauty caught on the wobbler and the worm setup. I'm catching a lot of little trout. I wonder if the pond was stocked, because I've caught about 5 of those 6-7 inch trout. Nothing bigger yet. All right, I'm off. I'm gonna head out of Grizzle Ocean Pond here and make my way towards Rock Pond. I think I'm a little more dialed in this morning. We'll see how it works out. All right, boat smells a little fishy, but here we go. When I was coming in, I actually missed my turn. I think the boat was so light, I was moving so fast, I didn't even notice the sign here, which would have taken me directly to the lean-to. Instead, I started to travel around the pond. I made it probably halfway around the pond, and I just popped in where I could and paddled over to the lean-to. I'm planning today to hike up Treadway Mountain. I think I'm about half a mile, and I'll be at the base. And I may stay at Rock Pond tonight, or Little Rock, or there's a pond in between. I can't remember the name right now, but I may stay there. I haven't been up Treadway, but I've hiked and looped around the whole Pharaoh Mountain Wilderness Area. So this is fun to revisit and hit it a bit differently. False summit back there. I thought that was going to be it, but a lot of nice rock face to walk over, and then another bit of elevation. Beautiful mountain. Treadway Mountain. Quite nice. A lot of exposed rock. Good views all around. You could see Pharaoh Lake. You could see Putnam Pond. Glad I went up there. Ooh, check this out. Pink lady slipper. Another one. The green frogs are chorusing. Those are just the males calling. Only the males make noise, and they're defending territories and trying to attract the females for amplexus. The male will grip onto the female's back and hold on tight, and she'll release her eggs, and then he releases spermatophore and fertilizes them. So probably pretty soon, this week, next week, there'll be lots of floating rafts, masses of eggs in this wetland. I'm going to load back up and skip on over to Clear Pond to check it out. got that one trolling a Swiss swing. It hit the gold Swiss swing. On the other side I had a silver. I've been trying a lot of different lures. It's the middle of the day, it's hot, it's breezy. Haven't been getting a lot of action, but got one here. Looks almost like the exact same fish I caught about noon when I first arrived. And I'm going to keep this second one here and cook it in the fry pan and enjoy that beautiful campsite I found. Gotta smoke the pants. Here's everything packed up. I've got the paddle tucks in and stays tight. I've got my net with one twisty, and then with my dry bag, my boat bag, clipped on the other end. Life jacket's wrapped around the seat. I turned the portage yoke around so this part will be on my chest. I want to see how that works because it's contoured for the neck there. So I thought maybe that's the way you're supposed to wear it. So I'll see which one's more comfortable. And then I've got my two fishing poles bungeed with the wire tie. So that's what I've got for my setup. Still trying to get it tight, but this worked quite well on the last portage. Well, I just put the boat on and the yoke turned around, already feels much better. And beautiful sight here, but I'm on my way now to Rock Pond. It's about 7 in the morning. Just made it through a few tight spots. Technically these are hiking trails. They're not really designed as portage trails. They might be a touch wider if they were. I've got my net out to the side a little bit, which is banging up. Otherwise the package is so slim it wouldn't make a difference. junk in the corner of the lean-to. Carry it in, carry it out. Well, there's a couple PBRs in there, but they're warm. We're gonna put them in the pond, cool them down. Whoa. The water's warmer than the air, so I'm gonna leave them out here on a rock. All right, all that's left to do is paddle Putnam Pond back to the launch. So I'm going to cut off the campground trail and just paddle across Putnam.